Hey there, everyone. Happy Monday. This is KXAN Live News Notes. I'm Amanda Dugan.
And I'm Will DuPree. We want to catch you up on the headlines for the day, so let's get started.
All right, so Thrall ISD, big day for them. They have officially reopened for class.
Yeah, it's in the northwestern part of Williamson County, and they are resuming classes, although less than half of the student body will actually be on campus today.
And this is what the school will look like in Thrall. Classrooms will only have 10 students per class.
There will be hand washing stations in the hallways and distance markers in the cafeteria.
They also look like they put them on desks as well in the classrooms. 25% of Thrall's student body chose virtual classes.
The other 75% will split up and attend in-person classes twice a week on A-B schedules, Mondays and Thursdays for the kids today.
Tuesdays and Fridays are for Group B.
Wednesdays will be virtual for everyone.
And it's something that we hope not just the students, but faculty and staff all have a good first day back to school, no matter what they chose, whether they chose to go back in the classroom or even virtual.
Interesting to see how this will all play out.
It will, especially as other districts start to look forward towards the fall semester.
Sure.
But Thrall ISD isn't the only one. Plenty of other school districts in our area will also start school this week, although most of them are virtually.
Yeah, we're talking about Leander ISD, Pflugerville ISD, and Lago Vista ISD will start all on Thursday.
And IDEA Public Schools in Austin will start tomorrow.
IDEA says the plan is to have classes online only for the first 3 weeks and adapt depending on what changes during that period of time.
And teachers at IDEA will have a choice about whether they want to teach classes from their homes or from their own classrooms.
So far, only about 10% have opted to teach virtually from the campus.
Now, as we see all these changes with the school year, obviously due to the COVID-19 pandemic, let's catch you up on your latest cases.
Yeah, let's do that. But the Texas Department of State Health Services added more than 4,800 new cases of COVID-19 on Sunday, plus 116 more deaths.
And let's go ahead and take a look at the state's active case trend. That is now on your screen. So we peaked in mid-July. They started to go down, but then right back up.
Thankfully, now our 7-day average is again going down, but overall Texas still has 486,000 cases of COVID-19.
Nearly 10% of the 5 million cases in the United States. Turning locally now to Austin City Council. Tomorrow, members of council will begin the process of adopting a budget for the 2020-2021 fiscal year.
The key item, of course, this year that we've all been talking about has been potentially defunding the police department.
Yeah, City Manager Spencer Cronk proposed redirecting $11.3 million away from the Austin Police to support other services.
That would have been mostly new spending that they're just wiping away. City Council member Natasha Harper Madison also recently suggested passing a 6-month APD budget instead of a year-long one.
That would give the city more time to decide how to best deploy resources.
Mayor Steve Adler expressed support for a similar plan during last week's State of the City address.
And you can catch up on that State of the City at KXAN.com. Well, we are the live music capital of the world.
Yeah, at one time.
Yeah, and many of our musicians are hurting right now, but there is some much needed relief on the way to them.
The Austin Music Disaster Relief Fund, it's going to reopen today.
And the City Council originally approved an ordinance in April, and this was to set aside $1.5 million for the fund. But they said they made things too hard to apply, so not enough musicians applied.
So now musicians no longer have to provide financial statements and some other documentation. If approved, musicians will get a $1,000 grant.
Now, if you are interested in this or you know someone who would qualify for this grant, we have that information at KXAN.com where you can apply. All right, thank you for joining us on KXAN Live News Notes. I'm Amanda Dugan.
And I'm Will DuPree. We'll see you back here tomorrow.